After years of flirting with the idea of a woke James Bond to take over from Daniel Craig, producers of the new 007 film are now set to announce a straight white male for the job. British actor Aaron Taylor-Johnson, best known for his roles in superhero films Kick-Ass and Avengers, has reportedly been offered the role and will sign a contract this week, apparently. Aaron, from High Wycombe in Buckinghamshire, is a married man of 2 kids, and his selection is a slap in the face to those calling for the new Bond to be, one of many things, maybe an ethnic minority or someone like that, who has rid themselves of 007's infamous womanising. But look, what do you think? Were producers right to choose a straight white male for 007, or was it time for a change? Let me know your thoughts. Email me, gbviews@gbnews.com. Tweet me at gbnews. Make sure you take part in our poll. The results will follow shortly. But before we get into our debate, I'm very pleased to say I'm joined by former Bond girl Gloria Hendry, who played Rose Carver in the 1973 hit Live and Let Die alongside Roger Moore. Thank you very much for joining me. This is absolutely remarkable to have you on the show. It's much appreciated. I've got to ask your view on this then. So, look, every single year there's always talk about what are they going to do with Bond? What's the new Bond going to be? Who is it going to be? Should it be a woman? Should it be someone who's an ethnic minority? Should he be gay? What do you make of the idea now that we've got what appears anyway, another straight white male Bond?
I'm laughing. I'm just laughing. First of all, you don't know who is who. We're not in people's bedrooms. That's one. You think a man is a man, or you think a woman is a woman. That is their business. So whoever you hire, you have no idea.
Right, okay.
That doesn't matter, because what you see is not what you get.
You about to reveal something about a former Bond here?
Not at all. Not at all. And like I'm talking to you, I can't tell who you are. I have no idea.
No, exactly. All right.
Unless we enter the bedroom and we begin to disrobe, you will begin to see the real person.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not about business.
No, I'm not that was an offer. I am also happily engaged, and I'll be shouted at home if I don't make that abundantly clear on national television right now. So thank you very much for that. Do you think it was maybe time for a more visible change of Bond, though? An actual female Bond, an obviously female Bond, for example.
Well, again, what you see is not what you get, but you like the appearance of what you see. Fantastic. They have to be strong. They have to come off like they're very brilliant. And matter of fact, everyone is unique. Everyone is unique. And it's according to your taste. That's what it is these days. It doesn't really matter. Everybody has their taste. So What I think is fantastic and what you think is fantastic, and who's doing the picking? I mean, for the general public, then you do a consensus, which is wonderful. When you do a consensus, you find out who people like. But at the same time, you have no idea of your selection. And that is, I can even
I'll ask you about this particular rumoured Bond. Do you like what you see with this Bond?
Oh, my God, I love Roger Moore. I love Sean Connery. I love Pierce Brosnan, and this gentleman that I see, he's gorgeous.
All right, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, you better watch out. Gloria, thank you very, very much. Remarkable interjection from you into this show, I must say. And I do hope to talk to you again very soon. You're amazing. All right, there's Gloria Hendry there, who started Live and Let Die. That was great. We could just end the show there. Now, doing battle on this is the editor of 007 magazine, Graham Wright, and author and commentator, Nichi Hodgson. Well, I mean, how to follow that, I suppose. Graham, I'll start with you. Right, so are you happy, or is it right that we believe the new James Bond is going to be a straight white British man?
Well, as it should be, yes. But the point is, it's all conjecture. Nobody knows whether Aaron Taylor-Johnson has been cast as Bond or not. It's until Eon Productions, the filmmakers of Bond, and when they make their big press conferences, which they always do for these kind of events, that's when we'll know whether he's got the role or not. It's all fiction at the moment.
OK. Nichi, do you think it was maybe time for a change? I mean, the reason why we're doing this is every single time there's rumours of new Bond, we all know the stories, it all comes out, you know, oh, it should be someone more diverse, and that can mean a whole range of things. But do you think it was time for something like that?
Oh, yeah, I do. I think we're crying out for something more diverse, original, unique. Actually, it's interesting what Gloria was saying just then about you don't know what people are into. It's between them and the other person that they're with. I think we have this perception that everybody wants to see a straight white man doing straight white man things on film. And actually, that's nothing of the sort. People's fantasies are very wide-ranging, even if they won't admit to them, and they won't admit to wanting to watch things like that, as we know from porn viewing habits. So I think, actually, it was time to take a bigger risk. Also, because the coffers are swelling. You know, the money is in the bank already for the Bond franchise. And creatively, it must be very dull to work on something where you're just trotting out the same character and in a very kind of uniform way year on year.
Graham, we'll come back to that. I mean, in your view, regardless of whether or not this particular chap is going to be the next Bond, I'm assuming in your view, James Bond is a straight, white, British man, is he?
Absolutely, always.
OK. And what would you say to the idea that it's time for a change?
It's utterly stupid.
Right, man, a few words, Graham. OK. Nichi, Graham thinks that's utterly stupid.
No, I don't think it's utterly stupid. In fact, actually, I happen to know the son of a gentleman who is widely believed to have been the model for James Bond. Jamie McClane is called. His dad was called Fitzroy McClane. And he has a lot of stories about his dad that have never made the press that would definitely colour your view differently in terms of what he got up to when he was a diplomat, when he was an MP, when he parachuted into the Balkans at the end of the 40s to support Tito against the Nazis. So actually, if you look at the real people that inspired Bond, they're much more colourful and flamboyant in their personal lives than what Ian Fleming put down on paper.
Oh, is that true? Graham, do you think? Is that true? Maybe the Bond we see on our screens is not a true reflection of the actual man he really is?
Well, he was a fictional character, is a fictional character, and Bond is portrayed in the films more or less as Ian Fleming wrote him, and that's all that needs to be done. The cinema-going public that aren't interested in, nor would they accept it, change something that's been running for 60 years. If something's not broke, there's no need to fix it. And if you try to fix it in that way, when it doesn't need fixing, it could be box office disaster all around the world. Most ridiculous idea any human being come out with ever in the history of the world.
Well, it's strong stuff. Thank you very much, both of you. That is the editor of 007 magazine, Graham Rye, and author and commentator, Nichi Hodgson. So who do you agree with? As British actor Aaron Taylor-Johnson is reportedly set to become the next James Bond, were producers right not to choose a more diverse 007? Paul on X says, when Ian Fleming wrote the Bond books, 007 was a white man and that's how it should remain. Martin says, if James Bond went woke, I'm sure nobody would watch. OK. Mick says the job of an actor is to move beyond their own body and personality and take on a whole new role. A good actor is the sole requirement to play Bond. It doesn't matter if they're white, black, male or female. Your verdict is in. 88% of you agree that producers were right to not choose a diverse James Bond. 12% of you say they were not. Right.